Hello, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are opening the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Autobot Ratchet, and this is another case where the images just don't make it pleasant, but the figure apparently is supposed to be good. Now, I don't have any of the other Studio Series Gamer Edition figures in this room to do a comparison, but maybe we could do a comparison with the original Generations War for Cybertron or Fall of Cybertron Ratchet. If I had one. Yeah, we're finally getting this character. We're finally getting this design as a official toy, not a third-party thing. There is his design. He looks gorgeous there. There's the back of the packaging. I think one of the reasons why the white plastic looks a little off is not just the white plastic itself, but you see the kind of broken, the chipped, and all the gray kind of faded into it, you know? So it just makes it look a little weird. He's flopping around in there. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. He wants to get out of the packaging. We should respect his choice. And I'm gonna open this from the bottom. Of course, break the package, which is something I didn't want to do, but we're gonna do it anyways. So, I'm pretty much caught up, except now they released the Skywarp, so I guess I should probably get that eventually. The white sheet of doom is still in the box. I will keep it there for now. We've got the instructions with me, and we've got the figure right here. There is the backdrop. I'm gonna miss these next year, or this year, I guess, because they're getting rid of them. Anyways, let's go ahead and chop and chop. Oh, that was a close one. That's somewhere you don't want to get chopped unless you're doing the medical stuff, I guess. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop that off. And there he is, there's Ratchet. We have to plug that into place, and he looks pretty cool. You know, his toes can tap, so that's cool. The white is still a little off for me, but I love the red in contrast to that. That looks pretty good. He's got hollow fists for some reason. You can see that at the top there. And I couldn't really turn the head until now. I could turn the head. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I got the head. Stop that. Okay. He's got a painted face, which actually doesn't look too bad. I love the look of the face in general. I think the shape is nice. I kind of wish... I don't know if his feet are supposed to move forward, but they feel a little too far back. Oh well. There's Ratchet. I will turn the camera down just a little bit. There we go. You can see how bright he is on camera. Alright, so he's got a battle axe because Ratchet apparently really loves war and stuff. Why does this feel like it's not attached to anything? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, now I got that out. Alright, and then there's a little poster at the top here. Sorry for obscuring everything. And when I saw this medical blast thing, I thought that you could remove this. I mean, you could slide it off the mushroom peg, but I thought it was going to be pegged on. Apparently it's not. Alright, so the battle axe, you can connect this through the bottom of the hand, like so, and then plug that right in there, and he's ready for war, you know, because it's war for Cybertron. Of course he would be. As for the gun, you could plug that in the hand, which I thought was really cool. I love that they decided to incorporate that. I will try to automatically focus my camera so it's not as weird. But you could also take the arm off from here. I love the wheel just sitting at the back, and plug that right in there to replace his arm, which I think is a pretty cool look. And apparently you could take his hand, and I'll open this up for right now. There is a way to plug this into the back here. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there's the tab. I see it now. It's a little hard to get at. There we go. And we can fold this up. And there we go. So his hand is just sitting in the back there while his arm is a gun now. I thought that was the coolest thing. I understand that they can't do that for every figure, but that is super cool for them to do. You could also tab any of the weapons in the back here. Just a really awesome design for Ratchet, and you can turn that if you want. I also like the screen on his chest that they were able to incorporate. I don't like the shoulders being a separate piece, but that's just kind of a normal thing I don't like on certain figures. But yeah, he does make everything work. So now I'm anticipating the Ironhide. Let's go ahead and pop all this stuff off. And I'm going to transform him. Let's see, pop this off. And we gotta give him his hand back. Otherwise, he's not gonna be able to do things with hand. And let's see. I want to see someone transform Ratchet without the hand, though. Alright, instructions. Give me your knowledge. Oh, jeez. It opens this way at first. I'm not used to that. I'm used to instructions going super long. So this is kind of wild. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we're doing. Oh, they even show the transformation with the hand. This whole entire page is just how to fix up the figure or do the weapon stuff. This side is all the instructions we need for the transformation. Flip this out like so. And we do something kind of fun with the chest. Let's see. This already disconnected earlier, so now we have that. I am Ratchet and I am not deformed. Let's see. So the head is supposed to, I guess, yeah, it just tilts forward a little bit like so. And he's got a logo that's supposed to flip in. I just saw that. Let's see. So those are already open. And then it does something weird. Oh no, those are the shoulders. Okay. So the shoulders, I believe, rotate like that. And then come in like that? Like that, I think? Is that right? That looks to be kind of right, but kind of wrong at the same time. I don't know, it's very confusing. It seems like... Oh, okay, so it's open at the bottom there. I didn't see that. And then these should fold in like so, I guess. Although we should probably do that later. I'm figuring it out. This is not a review, by the way. This is an opening thing. So, let's see. Flip this up. And it should collapse into there like so. And then we could flip these in because we could kind of figure out exactly where they're supposed to go. Alright, so the arms. What are we supposed to do about those? There is a joint in here right above the mushroom egg thing. It's supposed to disconnect. I don't know why it's not. I'm going to do that off camera. So what if I told you I've now broken it? I didn't. Okay. Let's see. What are we supposed to do now? These come down like that, and I guess we fold this in like so. Does this... Okay, now I see the tab. That's supposed to connect. It's kind of tricky to do. There's a tab and a hole right here. And I think I just did it. So that's supposed to rotate. This flattens on the side there. And I'm kind of skipping through the instructions, but you know what? Sometimes in life, you just need to skip the instructions. If the Lego movie taught me one thing, it's that you can make a corporated movie actually fun. Alright, so we got that. And that's pretty much what it looks like. And take the arms down, and there's a tab right there that they will plug into. He just looks funny to me right now. Is that where it's supposed to? Yeah, that's where it's supposed to tab. Okay. Okay. There we go. And there he is. And then what's next? What do we do now? We take this. This is supposed to fold down into there, collapse. I'm sorry if I keep bringing it off camera. Like I said, I'm trying to figure things out. It's a learning process, boys and girls. A learning process. Alright, so there is the front. I thought that this could be more sunken in, but I guess not. Alright, legs. Let's do some leg stuff. That sounds kind of creepy. Alright, so this is supposed to rotate like that. And then we take the front of the legs and... Are we supposed to rotate them this way? It looks like that. Or the other way. It's kind of confusing to tell. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see. Very tight rotational joints. Is that the way we're supposed to rotate? No, I don't think it is anymore. Or is it supposed to rotate completely? Oh, okay. Well, no. No, Well, that still doesn't make sense. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we're supposed to be doing. So these fold up, like so. And then it's got some junk here. I'm still learning, boys and girls. And children of all ages. This is supposed to flip up. Is it that as far as it'll go? And then, okay, this is supposed to flip up. Okay, now I see that. Are we supposed to do more with the panels, though? Because it feels like, yeah, okay. This is supposed to do something. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. I saw a review the other day. I should know how to do some of this, but nope. I'm a stupid, stinky boy. That is what I am. And then this is supposed to fold in on itself. Those are on rotational joints. Huh. And then, let's see. Does that fold in like that? Yeah. So you kind of have to bend the leg and the knee and everything around. This is supposed to tab into place, and then the top is supposed to connect somehow. It's really weird. It's just a really weird transformation. Let's see. Okay. And man, this is a lot of shell. It is a lot. You are a lot, Ratchet. You are a beefy boy with a lot of attitude. Okay, so these are supposed to connect. This is supposed to connect too. Come on, come on. Okay, that folds in on itself when it should not supposed to do. This is really tricky to do. I'm sure I'm doing it wrong and I'll get used to it, but right now it's just, what am I? I'm scared, mommy, help. There we go. Okay, got that in. Connect that. Ha, ha, ha. Hee hee, ha, 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 ha. All right, and that should connect under the arm. I think the arm untabbed itself. Yeah, it did. Okay. There we go. Got that back in place. And let's see. These are supposed to connect as well. Come on. There we go. And I'd imagine I could figure out the rest. That folds in. That folds in. That comes down. Like so. Don't know why it keeps popping out. There we go. Ha 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 ha. And then this is supposed to fold in like that. And for some reason the knees have these notches, but they don't really want to line up. Okay, come on. We're so close, boyo. Big chunky boyo. And let's see, is this supposed to... Is that supposed to lock in or no? I guess it just goes right there. But you can see these tabs on the back here. They're supposed to line up with this other side, but it doesn't really want to go in. I mean, everything's there except for that. So it's just kind of a weird thing. Oh, okay. The feet are supposed to fold back up. And then this should kind of slot into there like so. Come on. Come on. We're so close. Come on. Ah. Hey. Hey. Do my bidding. Do it. There we go. Okay. And there's Ratchet, and oh my god, it's a turtle. It's a turtle, guys. That's what it is. It's a turtle. This arm doesn't really want to stay in place on the side. I've got it tabbed in. It just keeps pushing itself out. You can see that with the front canopy, how it's kind of lifted to the side. It looks kind of weird. But other than that, I think... Wait, is this just not tabbed? Oh, that's not tabbed in. That would be why. Okay, now I've got that in place. Now that's Ratchet in his alt mode, and he looks beefy and powerful. and all sorts of stuff, and things are just not wanting to line up. There we go. Okay. Is that it? Is that all you got? Okay? Is that everything? Are you Van now? Can you be a Van? Alright, so the weapons. Let's take a look at what you're supposed to do with them now. The axe will plug onto the top here, like so. And then the gun will plug onto the back like so. And there we go. Yeah, it's a pretty cool alt mode. I really like this thing. I'm gonna go mess with it a little bit more, get used to it, but with that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.